Hello. Yeah. I'm gonna be doing a video on Firebase, and to get started, go to codelabs.developers.google.com, and to find all your code labs, and out of that select Firebase Web Code Lab, and it should lead you right here. The next thing, go to console.firebase.google.com, and after signing in and everything, you'd be directed over here. So this is where you create a project. This is where all your projects are going to be shown. So if you'd like to see a gist of where all your projects are, this is where you come. And these are your references. The main reason I'm making this video is because I faced a lot of problems setting up Firebase, and I'm making this so that I don't have to go through the whole procedure later on, and neither do you. Alright, let's get started. So you come back to console.firebase.google.com, create a new project. Oh, and I'm gonna be reading through the documentation because I was unable to do it before, so I'm just gonna go through the whole thing and I'm gonna set it up. I can assure you that the video is gonna be really slow, so if you'd like, you could turn the speed up to say 2, 3, or 10 or whatever. Feel free. Yeah. So, name it my awesome project. Alright, project. And I'm gonna be following instructions from Codelabs for Firebase Web Codelab. This is where I'm gonna be doing it. Alright, and the text editor I'm gonna be using is Atom because Atom's really cool. I do have a terminal that's installed on the bottom. This supports Unix commands, and I'm not really sure if yours does as well. What I'm gonna recommend if you're using Linux or if you're using a Mac, I'll show you how to traverse and everything. Most of the commands are gonna be same. All the commands that you can find in the documentation can be used if you're using a Mac or Linux computer. Whereas for Windows, you could do not open a git bash terminal because it doesn't work on that. You cannot log in using that. It's kind of a pain. So use your normal PowerShell because that's where all the magic happens from, and it works. That's the best part. It works. Alright, so you come here, my awesome project. You come here and it shows you options where you can add Firebase to your iOS app if you have one, or Firebase to your Android app if you have one, and you can add Firebase to your web app as well. Now we're gonna be adding Firebase to a web app, and alright, let's do it. Okay, that's not what I wanted. You come over here. No, you come to authentication, and you're gonna need to authenticate who you are. You're gonna need to let the Firebase know who you are in order to make the necessary changes, in order to deploy, in order to start the server as well. So if you need authentication details, this is where you're gonna come. Let me see where that is. Did I set one up? My awesome project sign in method. Alright, I don't think I have one set up, so let me see what I can do. Sign up method. That's not it. Actually, it's somewhere in here. Project settings. Alright, well, alright, let me see. I think I know where it is. So you come back to overview and say add Firebase to your web app, and you're gonna get this whole this contains your API key, this contains your domain. So later on, once we're done with the application, if you copy this and if you paste it over here, you're supposed to see your application, the application that we're gonna be building. The reason, yeah, like this is basically it. And this is your database URL. Probably this where all the information to your domain is being pulled out from, and your storage bucket, your messenger sending ID. And this is where you initialize it. Right, let me see. I'm just gonna copy this, and I'm gonna make another folder called let me see, video Firebase. Okay, video recording. CORDING. Alright, sweet. Okay. So inside of workspace we have this. We don't need the terminal. Alright, cool. So here's what we do. Through the Codelab, since we're going to be following the Codelab, it says you're going to be learning how to sync data using Firebase real-time database and Firebase storage. It tells you that you're going to learn how to authenticate your users using Firebase authentication. It shows you're supposed to be learning how to deploy the web application of Firebase static hosting. One of the other reasons, one of the other things that you can get away from this session is that I'm going to be doing this as a trial run, and that way you do not have to do any of the same mistakes that I do while you're trying it out yourself. And by actually looking at the whole thing, you won't feel like you're doing something wrong at the first time, and if there's a mistake, I'll probably do it, that way you don't have to. Alright, cool, let's do this. Alright, if you've already used GitHub before, you need to log into your GitHub. You'd be required to log into your GitHub through using Git bash and all of that. Alright, let's use Git bash for now. Let me open Git bash within this. You need Git bash to, you don't necessarily need it, but it's a lot cooler, at least for setting up a Git clone. Alright, so you copy paste. Okay, wait, did I get it? Right, Control C, right click. Alright, get clone, command not found. Okay, this is weird. Okay, I see why. Alright, you come back and you run this command, and it's gonna clone this GitHub repository over here, and showing how it's loading. And the next step, it says that Firebase Codelabs repository contains sample projects from multiple platforms. This Codelab only uses these two repositories, which are web start, the starting code that you'll build upon this Codelab. In this Codelab, and web, the complete code for the finished sample app. Okay, if you'd like to run the finished app, you will still have to create a project in the Firebase console. See the create a Firebase project and set up your app section for instructions. Alright, cool. You'll have to import your app using your IDE from the sample code directory. This directory contains the starting code for the Codelab, which consists of a non-functional UI. Alright, cool. So it's in the web start directory. Let me see. Okay, this is being loaded, and it was in I cloned it inside a video recording directory with the Firebase. So this is your Git repository that I've cloned. Let me see what it has. Okay, this is basically more about contributing and what's. Alright, cool. That's README. And if anybody likes to anybody wants to contribute, go to the contributing.md and you'd be able to contribute if you'd like to. And okay, what was the thing? Okay, it said you'd be able to find it from web start. So we come back and we go into the web start directory. Inside web start, it says it has the code for Codelab, which consists of a non-functional UI. Alright, so all of this is code for non-functional UI, this section. The next one, go to the Firebase console and create a new project and call a friendly chat. Alright, cool. Okay, this is where you'll be using this is my awesome project. I'm just gonna let that be. Create a new project. This is wants me to create one called friendly chat. Alright, let's create one called friendly chat. Why not? EFRIEND friendly. What does it look like? Chat. Let's just copy paste this. Make it simple as possible. Friendly chat. Create the project. It's gonna create the project, and like I said, you can go back to add Firebase to your web app, and you'd still be able to see all the keys you need. You'd be able to see literally everything that you need later on to put it together. Alright, so this one's right here. It says friendly chat under this drop down, and so you know that you're looking for the authentication keys and all of that for this application and not for something else, not for my awesome application. Alright, so friendly chat, it's asking you to initialize your application. Firebase console, click on add Firebase. Okay, so like I said, this is where you find a snippet which is supposed to consist of an API key, authorization domain, and a couple of other stuff. And you have this warning. In my experiences, I've noticed that storage bucket always is kind of populated. So if it's not, refresh the dialog box, or like refresh the page and open the dialog box up again, and then you'll be able to find it. Apparently it's a bug. Copy the snippet and paste it where the to-do file is located. Alright, sure. Okay, let's see where the to-do file is. I cannot find the to-do file. Let me just scrubs now, styles now. Where's to-do file? To-do file is like to-do, where the to-do is located. Okay, index.html is the file, and to-do, that's where it's located. Okay, control. Okay, to paste the initialization subplatform. Alright, cool. That's convenient. Alright, so you come back over here, go to Firebase console, make sure it's friendly chat, go to Firebase, add Firebase to your web app, and it's loading. Alright, copy this whole section, or if not, you could just hit copy and say it's snippet copy to clipboard. You come back over here. I think this is where I'm supposed to paste it. Let me just double check. To do this, import the okay. Enable design. Okay, I'll come back to that later on. Alright, you select this whole section, or actually no. Home overview, paste it. Okay, this is going to be a comment. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Okay, you come here, this is a script source file, so you paste the script right there. Or rather, let's make a comment. Okay, need TIALIZATI1 snippet, alright, and our initialization sample. Okay, thank God for this OCD. There you go. Alright, you copy paste it in this, and so you know exactly where your Firebase exactly where your configurations are. Again, like I said, your API keys and all of that. To sign in, you'll have to use Google authentication, which needs to be enabled. The authentication sign-in method. Okay, cool. Back to your Firebase console. Come back over here. Back to authentication. Sign up method. On people to sign in using Google. Alright, cool. Alright, Google enabled. Let me see what else does it require me to do. and click save done. Okay, I do that. Alright, cool, this one's done. The next one, it's asking me to install a command line interface. So like I said, if you're using a Mac or a Linux computer, you could go ahead and follow the very same commands that are listed out here. Or if not, if you're using Windows, you could follow me. Like I mentioned before, git bash is not gonna work. I tried it, it does not work. I'm not really sure why, but there's another way by which you could get it done, and that is by using the command line, which is a PowerShell essentially. So you hold shift and click on the right and hit the right click button, and it's gonna give you an option. Let's see, I'll show you. It's gonna give you an option to pull up a command window here, and you're gonna choose that, and you're supposed to get something of this sort. Even if you get a black box of this sort, that's cool. Or rather, you could hit the Windows button and go to CMD. That's good. See, this is a lot more comfortable. Alright, but then I'm gonna have to. Alright, cool. I'm gonna copy this path, and I'm gonna hit CD and right click. It's gonna paste it, and I'm gonna come into this directory. Yep, cool. Alright, so okay, so Google Firebase Codelab says that you need to have Node.js installed, but I already have Node.js installed from my work with the Beanstack. So go ahead and install Node.js if you already do not have it installed, and when you do, you could come back and continue the video from here on. Alright, so hit npm global install Firebase tools. Alright, so you can just copy paste this whole thing if you'd like. And I'm just gonna print it out. So, alright, let's see, npm global install. Oh, one of the other things that I noticed, that when you hit global install, there isn't a node modules directory that's made and which has all the node modules. It's installed globally. That way you do not have to fiddle with all the node modules, and you do not have to package it every single time. You do not have to bundle it, and I find this really effective, installing node modules on a global basis within your computer, because you don't have to install it every other time you're on. Alright, go ahead and type npm g install. G is for global. Install Firebase tools. And it's gonna run. Okay. Alright, yeah, it's running. So like I said, it's gonna be a really slow video. So if you'd like, you could always feel free to you could always fast forward, or if not, you can just wait while this whole thing finishes, and we could pick up right where we left off. Or if you already think you already have Firebase tools and you're not sure, you could go ahead and type Firebase version, like this section right here, and if it like pumps out a number, that means you already have Firebase. If it pumps out a lot of error messages and all of that, that means you do not have it installed, and you'd be required to run this. And yeah, like I said, if you're running a Linux or a Mac, you could straight away go to your terminal and run this. Otherwise, you would be, if you're running a Windows computer, then you'd be required to open up the command prompt and use it in this way. Alright, let's see, this is still happening. Something's still happening. Alright. I'm just gonna cancel this. Let me see if I already have this. This version. Still not giving me a number. Alright, it gave me a number. It says the version I'm currently running is 3.3.0. If you have anything that's the same, that's similar or lesser or higher. If it's lesser, you might have problems. If it's higher, then you're probably on the right track. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. It's gonna give me the Firebase version. Alright, let's see your Firebase login. Let's log in into our Firebase account. And this is alright, so it says I'm already logged in. Let me see if I can log out, log back in. Alright, cool. Log in. No, I did not want it to collect anonymous command line usage information from my computer, so I hit no. Alright. So you go ahead and you let Firebase access your account, and you get this message which says that you're not signed into the Firebase command line interface. So you could go ahead and close this. This means that you're legitimately signed in to Firebase. Congratulations. If a lot of you recall, I was asking you guys not to use the git bash before, and the reason for that is because you cannot log in effectively by using that. Alright, let's see. Okay, ls lists all the directory files if you're using a Mac or a Unix similar system. If you're using a Windows system, you hit dir and you get friendly chat. And make sure in the website directory and then set up Firebase command line to use your Firebase project. Alright, sure. cd where was it? Alright, so web start is inside a friendly chat. And alright, cool. You see cd so the Mac and Linux users can follow me as well. Alright, so next thing to do was only chat, and then get into cd web start directory, and then go to Firebase use, type Firebase use. Let me see if I could make it a little bit bigger. Firebase use add, and let me just double check web start Firebase use add. Alright. Alright, there's that. That's done. Wait, it said I was supposed to choose something. Which one of these projects do you want to add? I want to use friendly chat. What alias do you want to use for this project? Staging. I think I want to use friendly chat. FRIENDLYCHAT. Alright, so you could have selected that using the up and down arrow keys, and then you hit enter whenever you're ready. Since we've cloned the git version of the friendly chat, so I believe it would be the right thing to do friendly chat right now. I mean, or to work with the app friendly chat right now. Cool. Run the start trap. Alright. Open a console, add web start folder, and run Firebase service. Alright. It's already add web start folder, and I'm gonna no, it says Firebase serve. Alright, cool. Alright, and it says the server is listening at localhost colon 5000. Let me see if I could go to that and confirm it. You should be able to do the same on your computer as well. Can we type localhost and it says colon 5000. Go ahead and type localhost 5000 in your browser and it says friendly chat. And like the dude said, it's not some hi-fi thing, but it's non-functional and a UI, so it's pretty cool. Let's see if it works. Hello. Let's see, I must sign in first. What a douchebag. Alright, cool. Let me see, what was that? Alright, cool. Should see your apps not yet functioning UI. Alright, cool. Alright, initialize Firebase authentication. Firebase SDK should be ready to use since you have imported and initialized it in the index.html file. This application we will be using Firebase real-time database, Firebase storage, and Firebase authentication. Modify the friendly chat prototype and add Firebase function and the scripts slash main.js file so that it sets some shortcuts to the Firebase SDK and initiates authentication. Alright, cool. This sets up shortcuts to the Firebase. It's Firebase authentication. So this is supposed to be main.js unless there is already a main.js. Let me see. Scripts main.js. Friendly. Okay, wait. We're looking for this function. We're looking for this exact function, so you can just look for this exact function. Okay, so this is the function, and I'm gonna initiate this whole section. Yeah. So I just copy paste this whole section and friendly chat. Alright, here's what I like to do. Make two sections between which I'm gonna comment. I'm gonna write begin. Begin and between that I'm gonna enter this. So since to do developer initialize Firebase. That's how shortcuts. Alright, so this and this is basically the same thing. I'm probably just gonna cut this whole section out. Alright, cool. Hit backspace. Alright, and save the file. And you can come back to this. The user clicks to sign on with Google button, friendly chat sign gets triggered. We've already set that up for you. At this point, we want to authorize Firebase using Google as the identity provider. We will sign in using a pop-up that says several of the methods. Alright, we'll look. Okay, sign in function with main.js. Isn't this the same thing? Prototype. Okay, that's sign and change. Okay, it's asking. Okay, they're asking us to change this function with this section. So I come back here, I hit Control-R, I put this function. This is where the function is, and this is where I'm supposed to add it. So I'm gonna come back to this section, find this function, and I'm gonna do what I did before. I'm gonna do begin. That's where it began, and this is where it ends. And in between that, I'm gonna paste this. So, okay, and this is still a comment. So these two are the same functions. Sign in with Firebase using credential. Pop up auth. Okay, cool. So I don't really need this. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off since they both are the same function. Let me see what would have happened otherwise. See, it says 2 results. I take out 1. And it says only 1 result. That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted to replace that with this. And this happened. Alright, cool. So there's that. What's that sign out? So this is sign in. And they want us to make a sign out function when the user clicks sign out button, that way it signs them out. You don't want them to stay signed into your application forever now, do you? Actually, let me find where this function is. Control C. Oh, we Command C if you're using a Mac. Control up. Okay, there is one function for signing out. So do the same thing. Begin. And no, that's not what I wanted to paste. Let's come back, copy paste this whole shit, go back, and then you paste it. So it says 2. Okay, this is sign out. These two are the same functions. So I'm just gonna erase this whole section out. Signs out of the friendly chat. Alright, I'm gonna erase that whole section off. Alright, cool. So we want to display and save the file, of course. You want to display the signed in user's profile picture and name at the top bar. We've set up the friendly chat prototype on a changed function to trigger the authentication state changes. This function gets passed of this gets passed Firebase user object when triggered. Change the 2 lines with a to do to read the user's profile picture and name. Okay, here's this profile picture and name. Let me see if I can find that. There's one result. It's this one. Alright, so function user is getting passed. If user, okay, there's an if function in there. Okay, if the user is signed in, get a profile picture and user's name from the Firebase user object. Is equal to null. Profile picture, username, null. Alright, cool. Profile picture URL. Alright, let me see. Come back. Change 2 lines. If user is signed in. Okay, let me split the screen here to give us a better view. Alright, let me see. Friendly chat prototype not change function user if user signed in, get profile picture. Alright, this is all the same stuff. Variable profile picture user dot. Okay, we need the profile picture. So go ahead. I'm gonna type this. Dot photo URL. This is correct. Variable user dot display name. Only change these 2 lines. Alright, cool. And so you can't read this. It says that they display an error message if the user tries to send messages when the user is not signed in. To detect if the user is actually signed in, add these few lines to the top of friendly. Okay, the to-do is located. Alright, let me find this function. Alright, this is where it is. Show if the user signed in, otherwise false, and displays a message. Alright, cool. So where the to-do is located. Alright, this is where the to-do is located. Let me see what we're supposed to be changing. Function, okay, function open, return true if user signed into Firebase. Alright, cool. If this authentication user current, let me see. Bad choice. Alright, cool. If this authenticates current user, return true, else returns false. Alright, cool. Okay. Huh. Let me see. Okay, it ends right here. So the rest of it is already filled out. So we just need to write the if or else function. So I'm just gonna be deleting. Check if the user signed into the Firebase. I'm gonna delete this section. Oh wait, I want software type it in. Yeah. Cool. Alright, if this user has authenticated for alright. Return true. Let me just feel shift bar. Returns false. Alright, okay, show snack bar. Alright, that's an else function right there. Okay, so you're supposed to leave just half of this open. That way it's gonna complete that. Actually, I'm not even sure. Because it should return true. Hold on. True would else return false. It says you could return false here. But I'm not sure. You must sign in first. Return true. Prototype check sign in with message. Let me see. Okay, this. Alright, makes sense. Alright, that's good. Alright, you come back and you're supposed to authorize Firebase with Google. So you come back. Use a kick. Okay, it's triggered. We've already set that up. Okay, did I already do all of this? Not even sure. Did I do this? Let me see. I want to go back. Okay, I got this. Come back. Pretty sure I got all of that. Last one, prototype sign out. I got it signed out. And then I want to check. Okay, profile picture is done. If the user is signed in, done. Test, reload your app and run. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and save this. And he's asking us to test the sign-in section. So let me see. I'm gonna go ahead and reload this. And I've got Node set up, which is why it helps me. Oh no, I did not have Node. Not for this. I'm not setting up Node for this. But again, just go ahead. Actually, I'm not even sure. Is my server running? Yes, that is running. Okay, so if your server is still running, you could just directly go refresh this page, and it's going to show you this thing. I would say sign in with Google. You could. What is it? Hi, what happened? Right, so I had sign in with Google. Where did it go? Okay, I don't think I finished that whole thing. Let me read a little bit through it. So, profile pic and the name of the user must be displayed. Okay, it's not being displayed. So I think something got screwed up in this section. Let's sign in first. Not sure. So what I need, Control F, Control V. Return true. Return true. So that tiny is semicolon. Still does not logging me in. Alright, let me retrace my steps all the way again, because I'm pretty sure I screwed up somewhere in here. Alright, so test function controls. Alright, let me just place them side by side. Alright, control. Alright, let me see. There's authentication. Alright, cool. This one closes out right in there. That's where I begun and that's where I've ended. Alright, cool. Authorize. Actually, wait, let me see if I could just. Okay, I do not have this section, so that's probably what I'm missing out. Sign in. The Google provider. Alright, cool. Hi. Okay, cool. So we sign out. Controls. Sign out function. Ticker function. Sign out. Alright, cool. Sign. Okay, no wait, I got sign in, sign out. Main state changed. Let me see if I can. State changed. State changes. I'm supposed to change this line to photo auto. I'm supposed to change to display name. Alright, which I've got. Let's see. Let me display sign. Check signed in. This authenticates current user. True. Fair enough. Alright. I'm just gonna take out this file. Because I just don't like it. Alright, let me see. Control S. I'm gonna stop the server. Yes. Stop it. Yes, I'm gonna rerun it. Come on. Start it. Alright, let me go back to this. Not sure why that is happening. Okay, do I have... Settings, you go into settings, then you go down to content, advanced settings, privacy, content settings, pop-ups, any site, manage exceptions. Actually, unpull all sites to show pop-ups. Yeah. Alright, cool. Let me see. Sign in with Google. Close this. Open it up. Sign in with Google. Alright, this is shit. Let me see if I can open. Not the Chrome. Localhost 5000. Okay, sign in with Google. Okay. Just cookies inside data. Not really sure why this is happening. HTTP 5000. Let me just Firebase, sir. We can try one more time. Let me see what happens. Okay. There is opening a box already. I'm not sure what it's doing on COD. What do you mean? Oh, a Refresh this on this. Okay, it's the cookie section. Alright, let me see. Okay, I have cookies and pop-ups disabled because of privacy reasons. But okay, for this section, for this video section, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna turn it back on. Okay. Alright, done. Happy. Alright, I'm just gonna let that be. Let me sign out. Let's browse. Spotted auto buggy. Not really sure. Control shaft. You reload it. Awesome. Alright. Go ahead. Okay, so now I get it. You're supposed to turn off your cookie settings, lock, and ensure that you're allowing third-party cookies and site data to be stored on your computer. Make sure you have cookies. What else? Pop-ups enabled, because although you're not supposed to have them as a security reason, it's still, you're building an app and you're testing your app to Chrome. Your app is foreign to Chrome. Your app is a security threat. So go ahead and do that. I'm gonna hit sign out. It's gonna sign me out. I hit sign in again. It's gonna sign me in. But I still do not get why my picture is not being shown here. I do not like that. I don't care. It's working. It's signing me in. It's signing me out. I want to check out that section though. Let me see, user. What was it, user? User pic, username, capital. Okay, this dot username, user pic, document get element by ID. Alright, cool. Let's see. There are 4 results. That's not what I need. That's not what I need. I don't need either. Okay, I see where there's a mistake. I'll come back to this section. What was the section that was supposed to give us our photo.url user picture? Alright, let me find this. User PIC with a capital P. Alright, cool. Your PIC. Let me see if this works. Not even sure if I'm supposed to do this or not. I'm just going to terminate that, run it all the way over again. See if it works. If it doesn't, I'm just going to change it back. Honestly, I don't care about this picture. What I care about is that my server is running. I'm being authenticated by Google. Alright, so it's not working. What I do, I come back, use photo URL. Let's find out. I want to see why this thing isn't working. It's this section. Let me type it again. Photo. Capital U, capital R, capital L. Get profile picture. Or is it because of these two little slinky thingies? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and delete these 2 lines because I don't like them. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna designate what both of them do. trees, tree, and display name. Yeah, display name. I'm just gonna copy this. Display picture. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna serve it again. Come back to this. Reload it. Sign out. Sign back in. Okay. Sign back in. Alright, cool. Don't sign that. Alright, cool. This I'm gonna turn it back off later on, but I'm just gonna let it be for now. Because I'm testing on my own application. I'm gonna die to that. So next. Okay, read messages. In your project in Firebase console, visit the database section on the left navigation bar. And overflow. Alright, let me see. That's kind of crap. Left navigation, overflow menu, data, database, import JSON, browse initial messages, import, singular. Alright, cool. Let's find out. Let's try doing that. Database. Alright. Expand data. Okay, I want to import JSON. Browse. So where was that place? This I want. Where's the JSON file? That's not. On previous messages. Okay, why did he say that? I can find the messages again. Let's see. Go to initial in the overflow of the database. Select import JSON. Browse to the initial messages.json. Initial messages. Okay, this is better. This. Hi. Okay, cool. So I need this section. For this section, I need its path. Copy full path. I'm gonna come back here. I'm gonna go back to this. Browse. And I'm gonna put this in. There you go. Initial messages.json. Alright, I'm gonna put this file up onto my database. Let me see where it is. Rules authentication. Alright, cool. I'm supposed to be authenticated. It's authenticating me. And my messages. Alright, these are my messages so far. Dismiss this. And I'm not really sure what these are. Let's find out. Alright, name anonymous. I've got an anonymous message. Alright, let's check this out as well. So somebody anonymous is asking me how I'm doing. I'm very well, thank you. And then this, the anonymous person replied that they're fine. That's good to know. Let's see. Let's come back. Refresh this. Still no shit. So I'm gonna come back to this initial message. Initial messages.json importing. Alright, cool. Synchronize messages. messages. Okay, I need this function to modify that we register listeners that will only display the last 12 messages of the chat to avoid displaying a very long history on load. Alright, cool, fair enough. Okay, so I'm looking for that specific, I don't really need this anymore. Let's see, can do half, the remaining half, close. And this is in main.js again, control F. I'm looking for this function, so I have this function and there's only one result available. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just do everything it's supposed to do. I'm gonna copy paste this whole thing. Copy. Function, reference in the messages. Right, this is where this function ends. So what I'm gonna do, actually screw it. I'm gonna do the same thing I did before. VGN. That's where it began, that's where it ends, and in between goes all of this. And loads chat messages. Alright, this is the same thing right here. So I'm gonna go ahead, take this section off. Cool. So what does it actually do with this message ref, this database references message? Okay, it looks for the database reference messages, and this message is that's the last 12 value I think I want toggle soft wrap. You see where is it? Alright, value, photo URL, value, image URL, find this, mine, limit to last 12, another function 12, on child added send message. Alright, cool, fair enough. The test message sync. Okay, save it. Stop this, Control C. Serve it again. Come back over here. Reload it. There you go. There's my photo. An anonymous person asking me how I am. Anonymous person replying that they're fine. Cool. Really cool. I want to change something. Rolla. Let me see how this works out. Oh yeah, look, it changes. So the anonymous section is probably this sent from name. Let me see. Oh. I'm gonna check this out one last time. I was working. I am fine. I thought I wanted peanuts. I want peanuts. Alright, it's working. Well, let's proceed. Alright. Let me see. Database security rules are optional. The Firebase or real-time database uses a specific rules language to define access rights, security, and data validations. It's good to know that all of these requests that are being sent and received are in JSON. You can look that up, JSON. New Firebase projects are set up with default rules that only allow authenticated users to use the real-time database. You can view and modify these rules in the database section of Firebase console under the Rules tab. You should be seeing the default rules. Alright, cool. Authentication not equal to null. So as long as you have some kind of authentication, you're good. Okay, alternatively, you can manually write these, or I'm gonna show you where to write these because I did them before. I thought I did them before. The rules. It's database rules. Huh. I can't really find them. Let me see web. Was JSON file. Let me see. Database. Okay, I'm not really sure where I did that, but you have an option to do that someplace. Or actually, wait, you can do it right here. You come here to real-time database, and you can edit it right here. But if you'd like, there is an option where you should be able to edit it over here as well. I'm just not sure where. Okay, look, there you go. Ignore. It's asking you to ignore database rules.json. But if you need it, you probably have it, and when you do, you can always edit it. Alright. Let us come back to this. You can update these rules manually directly to the file. Okay, this is kind of like the same thing. Alright, cool. So when he says ignore, it's asking you to ignore all of these. So instead of ignoring, if you could just write database colon. Okay, just copy this whole section, and you'd be able to define your own database rules. Actually, I think I want to try this. What do I? Let us read it. Let us read it a little. And if it's good enough, we'll do it. If not, we'll just skip over the rules shown. Alright, I think I want to do it. It's asking me to go to firebase.json, which is this. Firebase.json. Return this. I want database colon. I want an array. Close. Actually, no semicolon. Okay, I want an object. Alright, cool. And within that, I want to specify what the rules are. Rules colon. Let me see. JS1. Alright, cool. So I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna have to make a new file called database rules.json. Like I said, it's all in JSON format. But I did not want to go ahead and type it all over again, so I'm just gonna copy this whole section, paste that, save it. Alright, so I think I want to make it public, but again, I'll let you know that did not make it public. If you set it to true, that means it's always going to be true. That way, it's not gonna ask you for authentication. It's just gonna be public, anonymous, anybody can use it. Let me see. Let me serve it all over again. Let me come back to my app. Unexpected token. Hosting at Edge. Let us find out what that is. Hosting, Firebase.json. Hosting. Okay. Let's see this again. It works. It looks it's good. Alright, it's working. What happened to all messages? Alright, to send a message I need to be signed in. Let me sign myself in. Alright, so it's gonna give me all these previous messages. Let me see what happens if I send help. Nothing. That is cool. But I'm not understanding how when I set it to true as well, it required me to sign in. I'm not sure why or how that is. Because once you set it, okay, wait, let me try it again. Okay, yeah, let me try it again. Let me come back here and refresh this. I'm not sure if it's gonna ask. It's gonna ask, if, I'm not sure what's gonna show. Based on that, let's see. It says authentication is not equal to null. Alright, we're gonna change this section to true. True. This section to true as well. Hi. We're gonna change. We're gonna publish it. No. Let me discard it, and I'm gonna rewrite this. I'm just gonna copy this whole section and paste it right here. Delete it. Alright, cool. Publish it. Probably double quotes. Equals. Oh wait, it's supposed to be double equal. Let me try and see if this works. Actually, let me see if this will work as well. Alright, it's cool. Double equal. Sorry. Double check this. Alright, let me see. It's requiring me to sign up probably because we specified that somebody has to be signed in. But on a normal scenario, when you change this condition, you don't really have to be signed in. Or you don't really need authentication in that case. I'm not sure as to why or how this is, but yeah. No, alright, public. Cool. Cool. I'm gonna come back to this, database rules.json. I'm gonna copy this whole section, copy paste it right here. Alright, cool. Then let's go ahead and continue. Database security rules, deploy, start, Firebase, deploy. Alright, cool. So here's what we're gonna do. This application that we built right here, we're gonna deploy that. To the internet. Alright, so as you could see right here, it's at localhost, which means it's just in your computer. It's not on the internet for real. If you ask somebody to go to localhost 5000, they would not be able to see this application, especially not the sign-in thing, or they wouldn't be able to see anything at all. It would just say localhost refused to connect, because probably they wouldn't have a server running on the computer, or if they do, it would be serving the files that are available on their computer, which are serving files to that particular port. Even if not, I'm gonna show you how to deploy it. Alright, so you come back to this, you come back to the same folder, web start, and you have Firebase, and you type Firebase deploy. What I did before, I did Firebase serve and Firebase deploy at the same time. So Firebase serve serves it to your it creates an instance of a server within your machine. That way only you can see it, and you can use that as that's for testing purposes, where not requiring authentication could be done. But when you're deploying it, meaning when you're deploying it out there to the big wide internet, make sure you have authentication set on it. Cool. It's gonna deploy, and when it does deploy, it's gonna be in a template like this. And within this template, I'll show you. Okay, the database, it's gonna go through all the rules. It's gonna go through the database rules.json and preparing current directory. / means current directory, and it tells you that the current folder has been uploaded successfully and is hosting 8 files at the moment, and it's starting release process. I'm not really sure what the release process is. Actually, I think it's main.js, and actually it does main.js because that's the process that's supposed to run. That's the script that we wrote it to run. And then project console. So if you'd like to look over the console, it's going to be available at this URL right here, and it's being hosted at this URL. Let us check out both. I'm gonna just command line problems. Alright, I'm gonna come back here. I'm gonna open my console. It's gonna show me my console. At the same time, I'm gonna copy the other one as well. See, this is my console. This is the friendly chat console that you saw beforehand. So I'm gonna close that. I'm gonna see if I can get the next one, hosting URL. I'm gonna come back here, open the hosting URL, and so you get this. And again, it's gonna ask you to sign in. If you sign in, it's gonna show you messages. And I wanna try something over here real quick. I wanna see if the messages are shown if somebody apart from me is signed in. Alright, give me a second. I'm gonna try it this very section. Okay, go to an incognito browser and put that in, and like everything else, it's gonna ask you to sign in with Google, and I'm gonna sign in with the different account that I have to see if it's gonna show it just to me or if it's gonna show it to somebody else as well. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna allow it to view my basic information. Okay, it does show me. So anybody who was actually signed in would be able to see it. And I did not have a photo set up for Nightblade, which is why this is showing. You remember that FRL's program error? This is it. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. There's that. Let's proceed. Okay, if you want to show off, if you want to show people that this is the application that you yourself built, you can always send them the link, and it's always friendly chat or whatever you named your application, dash something else .firebaseapp.com, and implement message sending. How many more do we have today? Let me see. Send them in. Okay, we have 14. You have about 5 more left to finish. Alright, let's go over this real quick and finish this off, because I've been recording for, I'd say, about like an hour and a half for now. So we'll just finish this real quick. Send button. Okay, and I'm gonna read it out just in case you're watching it. Alright. In this section, you will add the ability for users to send messages. The code snippet below is triggered upon clicks on the send button and pushes a message object with the contents of the message field to the Firebase database. The push method adds an automatically generated key to the push paths object. These keys are sequential, which ensures that new messages will be added to the end of the list. Update the friendly chat prototype message function with this. Check prevent default function. Prevent default. Check sign in with message. Alright, authorize current user. Push message. Push it toggle. Alright, cool. And if you write it, then alright, cool. Actually, I need to find out what function that is. Save message. Let me copy save message. I'm gonna come back here. Anyway, hold on. This is okay in main.js itself. Control paste. Alright, and this is what I'm supposed to be pasting, right? Alright, cool. I'm supposed to be writing all of this in exchange for that. Okay, this is right. So here's what I'm gonna do the same thing all over again. And I'm gonna paste it in the middle. And let's compare it. Friendly chat prototype save message function e parameter pass prevent default function is being called if all of this value and this check sign in with message. It's good. Alright, I'm supposed to have all of this and none of this. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take all of this, cut it off, and save the file. Let's see, what else do we have? I'm just gonna run through the whole video real quick because it's almost 3 o'clock in the morning and I haven't slept yet. Alright. Test. Alright. Test. Jesus, okay, test. Before you deploy it, it's well recommended to serve it, because that way it's just going to be a local instance and you're not screwing up anything major. That's cool. Your served messages are going to be at localhost, whereas your deployed messages are going to be at a global domain. Alright. What did I do again? Let's come back. Same message. Alright, cool. Alright, so here's what happens. So every time when you sent a message, I went in and it got registered. The reason why this happened is because we actually put in this function which is inputting the message that you want. So so the message that you type, and when you hit send, the message is going to be logged into the database and what the name of the person that you sent that sent it to you. So you can see this right there. So you can see the name and the person who sent it. I'm not gonna deploy this, but I'm gonna check it out through incognito on a deployed version as well. Alright, cool. Next, send images. Will no matter feature. Firebase. Okay, storage. File picture. Alright, cool. UID. Okay, so we're gonna have add a button which triggers the file picker dialog. Now after selecting the file, which save image messages triggered, and you can get a reference to the selected file. Now we'll add code that creates a placeholder chat message with a temporary loading image into the chat feed. Upload the files to a Firebase storage to path. Alright, cool. I'm not really sure how to do that, but okay. UID's timestamp. Let's see what this thing is. Timestamp following Control C, Control F, Control. Okay, I see it now. Okay, so this is where it's gonna be sent to in the database. Okay, cool. Upload, update the chat message. Okay, cool. Profile. Alright, let me see. Okay, this is the function checks if person assigned and current user authenticates current user. False binary. Message reference pushes current user's display name. Okay, image URL, the URL. Okay, cool. So that's the photo you upload. That's the photo. That's where it's gonna be saved. When it's gonna be saved, it's gonna be saved with that name. Here's a photo URL. This is cool. This is really cool. And function snapshot, image URL, and chat message placeholder. And that's not it. Alright, cool. Fair enough. This is really cool. Copy. I come back. This is where it was. Let's see where this ends. I'm not even sure where this file ends. Let's find out. Aye. Okay, so there. So ends there. Alright, cool. Let me just double check. Okay, I'm not really sure if I'm supposed to be doing this. Let me just go through those ones one more time. Compare it. Because I don't want to input stuff that is already in there. Function events get check if file. Check if user signed in file type. I know this is not. Okay. Check if this. Okay, this is what they're. Check if user signed in. Alright, cool. So this is. So this is where that comes in. Reference with this. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just copy pasting the rest of the stuff inside. I don't know, I don't like this line, so I'm gonna copy paste the rest of it. Let me just double check. Check signed in what message. Check if you're returned in. We add a current message. Let me paste it. Variable current user. Bind this. Bind. Alright, cool. I think there's a way to do that in AngularJS. Cool. It's so cool. All the way cool. These are following JS bucket to display the HTTP query. Do this. Replace. Return to what? So I'm just gonna. Okay. Let me see. Firebase fetch and searched. Alright, cool. Friendly chat prototype. Image URL. Okay, image element. Image source. Let me see what else. Image source. Firebase. Image element source. Okay, I see now. The thing's supposed to be measurement, portion measure. Alright, cool. I'm just gonna take this off. And I'm gonna say alright, cool. Up. This is all the section I need. Okay. And you need the semicolon. Alright. There's no other indentation. Alright, cool. This is done. Sending images. What does that actually do? Okay, it displays setup. The image is stored on the Firebase database as well. Text sending images. Reload your app if it's still being stored, or on Firebase server on the command line to install it. Alright, let's try it out again. Control C. Yes. Firebase server. Alright, cool. To come back here. Okay, local instance. From the local instance. I'm signed in already. Help. Control Shift R. Let's do a hard reset. Okay, I did not understand. Only got 5,000, isn't it? Local host code on 5,000, you're right. I did not get why I'm unable to board. So let me see GS. Need bucket, GS colon. Loading image URL. Alright, cool. That's fair enough. Let me see. Oh, this is cool. Oh, what's new? This is cool as well. Just double check. Not really sure why this is happening. Wait, console. Unexpected open main.js. Main.js 168. 68. Let me see. makes so much sense. Oh, let me see if I could send a message. Images, do I have any images? Pictures? I do have a picture. Send. Open. Alright. Let me see if that actually does get sent. Oh, nice. That is pretty cool. Next, where we got then? Let me come back to this. Firebase serve done. Open in your browser, adding an toast telling you that you must hand it. Okay, screw that. Only done. Storage security rules optional. Should be seeing default rules. Okay, there's rules language. I'm gonna have to go through those. I recommend you guys to do the same thing as well. The rules too. Don't forget to replace the project ID placeholder. Update the rules. Charge only users to write to their own folder. Don't forget to replace placeholder. Variable special variable containing information about the user if authenticated. More information can. Okay, I'm gonna have to go through these storage rules. Let me see if I already do have. No, I do not have anything by name storage.rules. That doesn't make sense now. So storage JSON Firebase JSON storage rules. Alright, when you do write the storage.rules, let me see. Okay, your storage.rules is a JSON file as well. Oh no, it's not a JSON file. I'm not really sure. The rules file. Alright, but again, you're gonna have to reference that in firebase.json. Like this. That's only if you want to add, just like how you add database rules, you could add storage rules. Probably if you wanna. Okay, now I get why. Okay, storage security. Alright, if you wanna list the users who actually dropped off their stuff, probably pictures, messages, your pick, deploy storage security. Alright, at the end, once you're done, you can deploy it. Firebase static, Firebase serve, specific hosting attribute. Again, once you hit Firebase deploy, it's gonna deploy it live. So what I'm gonna do after this, right after this, and then okay, that's probably it. I'm gonna refresh this one more time. So we've gone from an app that looks like this, that does nothing more than display messages. I'm gonna show you why. So we've gone from an app that does nothing but retrieve messages to an app which can send and send more and more images upon which I'm not really sure how to empty the database, but I'm pretty sure there should be some option in there to do it. Feel free to experiment around, do your own thing. And we've finished the Firebase web code lab. I'm gonna deploy it as well, so if you'd like, you could do that. If you could deploy it with me as well, just to make sure that your app is synced to the whole world. PLOY. Alright. Firebase.deploy. Alright, so it's gonna get deployed, and in the meantime, I'm gonna let you know that if this video is on YouTube, I'm probably gonna leave my website link in the description, so you could go to my website, and from my website you'll be able to find my email ID, and you can email me if you have any problems with respect to this. If I'm not actually gone through that particular problem, I'll make sure that I'll have somebody else come and or I'll make sure I find somebody else to answer that problem for you. And if I'd be able to help you out with that particular problem, I'd be more than glad to do so. You can either email me. Just make sure that it does not end up in the spam folder. So just do not include anything spammy in there. Okay, wrong. I'll make sure I'll try and see if I can make another app that's similar to this. So if anybody has questions relating what I've done, or how I did anything, you could go ahead and put your question in there, and I'd be able to look it up often. And when I do so, I'd be able to see the messages that you guys send with your name, and I'd be able to reply all to the same place, kind of like my personal Slack channel. All right. Um, it is 3 o'clock, so I'm guessing it effectively took me around close to 2.5, 3 hours to do this. And I'm glad I'd be. I hope this was helpful to you. It certainly was helpful to me. I'll see if I can make a lot more of these. Thank you. How do I end this?